One of the things I hear all the time from career military families is that after they attend the retirement briefing, they actually leave more confused about the survivor benefit plan than when they walked in. And I get it. The briefing throws a ton of information at you, but when it comes to SBP, you're basically left with a yes or no decision that feels permanent and high stakes. Yet no one really walks away feeling confident they made the best choice for their family. And the truth is, SBP is the single biggest financial decision you'll make as you retire. It determines whether your family could be locked in or left out of hundreds of thousands of dollars over the rest of your life. So getting it wrong or not fully understanding your options can have lifelong consequences. And that's exactly why we built this SBP education and analysis tool. It's designed to walk you through the key factors, show you side-by-side comparisons, and make the trade-offs crystal clear. So by the time you're finished using it, you'll not only understand the decision, you should feel confident about it. So to get started, anywhere on the homepage, you can click Get Your SBP Analysis, and that'll take you down to enter in your details. Enter your age, your spouse's age, and your estimated monthly pension amount. Then you'll be taken to a login screen to enter your name, rank, and email. That creates your account so you can save your progress and come back later. The tool takes us directly to the main dashboard. Here you'll see two different ways you can use the tool: data mode and presentation mode. Data mode is where you'll see your numbers broken down and can do a quick review of all the important calculations and scenarios. Presentation mode, on the other hand, is designed for clarity. This is what you might share with a spouse or even on a Zoom call with me. It strips out some of the noise and highlights only the key comparisons. The reason this distinction matters is because a lot of retirees get overwhelmed by the spreadsheets and numbers. By separating these two views, we give you the power to dig deep when you want to, but also the ability to step back and see the big picture without clutter. Step 1 of presentation mode is covered in a previous video. Step 2 allows us to start analyzing your data. The tool starts by showing the baseline SBP path. This is what happens if you simply say yes to SBP at retirement. You can see here your full annual pension amount, then the annual cost of SBP deducted each year, and finally, the annual benefit your spouse would receive if you pass away first. These are all in today's dollars. This is the starting point because SBP is the default election. If you don't think through the decision, this is what you get automatically. But here's the catch. It only works under certain circumstances. And this is where most families get tripped up. The question isn't just, what does SBP pay my spouse if I die? The real question is, what if things don't go as planned? What if your spouse passes away first? What if you need access to money while you're still living? What about leaving a legacy to your kids or grandkids? Or if you're in good health and expect a long life, is it still the best use of your pension dollars? SBP isn't bad, but it's a one-size-fits-all solution. And as we've seen working with hundreds of retirees, every family situation is different. These questions matter because your priorities may not align with what SBP provides. Here's another way to look at it. Over time, the total dollars you'll pay into SBP can be significant. That's money you can never access, never redirect, and never recover if the odds don't play out in your favor. And why this matters? Those dollars have an opportunity cost. You can put the same amount to work in ways that provide flexibility, cash value, or even a legacy beyond your spouse. These top two values show you the lump sum equivalent of what your pension's worth and likewise what the SBP is worth. These numbers are important because they help you determine the amount of death benefit you might consider when designing a private solution. And that compares differently to the SBP's monthly structure. You pay the same amount every month for life. There's no flexibility. That makes it predictable, yes, but it also makes it rigid, and that can be a problem in retirement planning. So this is the baseline, what SBP gives you and what it doesn't. Next, we help you think like an actuary. Using DoD Office of the Actuary tables and your ages, we estimate the likelihood of different outcomes. Here's the big idea. You're trading certain payments now for potential benefit later. Whether SBP delivers strong value depends on who outlives whom and for how long. If your spouse dies first, SBP pays nothing and all premiums are forfeited. If you both live to average life expectancy, SBP often barely breaks even. If your spouse lives much longer, SBP can provide meaningful value. The break-even analysis shows about how long benefits typically need to be paid just to equal what you've put in. And the probability by duration show the odds of receiving at least 5, 10, 20, or even 30 years of benefits. Notice that it's never 100% of getting any money back. And this matters because SBP isn't good or bad, it's probabilistic. Your decisions should line up with your health, your ages, and your priorities. Stop and ask yourselves which of these scenarios feels most like your family's risk profile. The next step is a reminder of what SBP is lacking that most military families tell me they'd like to have in their retirement planning. Review this to determine what's really important for your family. Then, the last 3 steps go into introducing the war chest alternative. You can see side-by-side comparisons on what's available in the private marketplace and how those same dollars could have grown had they been redirected to a private insurance alternative. We show you more detail about what's inside the war chest strategy, a combination of term and permanent life insurance, and show you the importance of combining these 2 strategies together so that you can have flexibility and make adjustments as life plays out. We'll dive deeper into each of these in future videos. And finally, on the last step, you can see a side-by-side comparison. Here's how we typically build a war chest. A blend of term insurance for efficient death benefit early on, plus index universal life for access, growth potential, and a permanent death benefit. You'll see the total protection line at the top. After the term period, the line steps down as term ends, but the IUL benefit remains and can continue to grow. Plus, there's also a term conversion window, options to convert term to more permanent protection later on if your needs change. And this matters because with SBP, your dollars are locked. With a war chest, the same dollars can be redeployed, and you can protect your spouse and build something you can use while living. Here you can see the side-by-side. SBP's fixed, monthly-only structure versus a war chest, use it while alive, plus survivor protection design. If this sparks questions, note them. We can run your exact numbers together and stress test scenarios. If you want to learn how we design the war chest for different cases, jump into the War Chest Builder tool and watch that short walkthrough next. If this sparks questions, note them. We can run your exact numbers together and stress test scenarios. Just schedule a free consultation to book a call. You can also download your analysis report, get your customized numbers to review with your spouse. Our goal here is simple: help you make a confident, regret-free decision about SBP. So whenever you're ready, schedule a short call, run your numbers together, and make sure the path you choose actually fits your family. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next video.